It's CRAFTmas Day 13, and we're going to make some gift bags. Okay, we're going to make several sizes of gift bags. I just have two here, but we're going to make several sizes. Okay, this video may be a little longer than most of the ones I've done. We're going to start out first by making one where you use just one piece of 12 by 12 paper, and we're going to cut our paper at 12 by 10. Okay, so a 10 by 12. Okay, then we're going to take this little strip that we have right here and we're going to cut it to be 1. Okay, so we'll have two 1-inch by 12-inch strips. Okay, and this is going to be for our handles. Okay, so with this one we are going to score on the 12-inch side. We're going to score on the 12-inch side. Okay, and we're going to score it at 1, 4 3/4, 7 1/4, 11. Okay, then we're going to rotate it to the 10-inch side. We're going to score at 2 1/2 and 7 1/2. Okay, so then you have something that looks like this. Okay, you see all the score marks. Now we're going to do some cutting. Okay, so these right here we're going to cut completely off. Okay, so we're just going to cut completely off the entire score line. Okay, so we're going to cut this one over here as well completely off. I have done these on my channel before, but I wanted to put them all in one video together for CRAFTmas. Okay, so then we have something that looks like this. Okay, so we need to slice these two squares. Okay, and I'm just going to cut the entire score line out. It'll help with folding later. Okay. Oopsie. And turn it over to the other side and do the same thing on the other side. Oopsie. One more. Then we will have something that looks like this. Okay, so you have these and this, right? So you have that. Now we need to cut right here. Now we're going to fold on all our score lines. I'm going to fold and burnish down all of our score lines. Alright, so now we're going to start with this area right here, okay? We're going to flip it over because we want our bag to be, you know, where we see the pattern. So let's just fold them both ways so that they get used to folding, okay? Alright, fold these this way, these this way. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to glue this piece down, okay? Because this is going to go up like this. This, we're going to start making our bag. This will go up like this. This will go in, okay? So we're going to just sticky strip and fold that down. For these, I'm going to use glue so that you can have a little wiggle room when you go to stick them together, okay? Because with the wet glue, you have a little play time. So, I'm going to do that. And we're just going to fold them up and line them up, but the best that we can to the end right there. We're going to take this side and line it up the best that you can, like that, okay? And you're going to take your bone folder or whatever you're using and stick it down, okay? Then we're going to have this, okay? So we need to reinforce those score lines. Okay. Now, I'm going to go up like this because I want mine to be in the back. You can go inside. You can do inside if you would rather. But I like for mine to be in the back, okay? Yes. We may go, let's do it this way because this looks more decorative. So we'll go in with these, with this one, okay? Maybe. No. We go out with this one because we're going to tuck those in. Yes, go out. Okay, so you go put glue on all of this. Okay, glue on all of this. Glue on all of this. Take you sticky strip. You can use glue here too, but I'm just going to use sticky strip. Fold, no, not you. Fold you down like this. And then we're going to fold these up over. Try to line them up the best you can. Tuck that in. Fold this over, line it up the best you can. Tuck that in, okay? Then you're going to take your whatever you used, bone folder, whatever, and crease it down, okay? So then you have this, okay? Then you're going to take those 1-inch strips and you're going to fold them in half. You can use your scoreboard for this if you want, to, okay? You do not have to, but you can if you want to. And if you use your scoreboard, just score it at a 1/2 inch. Okay. Just score it down the middle if you're wanting to use your scoreboard. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfectly in the middle, just get it the best that you can, okay, and then reinforce it, and if you mess up, just manipulate it to go where you would like it to go, okay. And for this, I'm going to use, you can use glue for this if you want. I'm going to use this just. I'm going to do that on both of them. Oops. Alright. And we're going to take this, okay, do that. We're going to peel the backing off of our tape. Okay, and we're going to stick it down like so. Do the same with the other one. That, whoopsie. Take it. Oh, whoopsie. Oh well. That one's gonna be haywire. Just don't do it like me, okay? It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Okay, then you're gonna need to take something round and manipulate your paper. Don't do this really fast because you will burn yourself. Okay, be careful. Be careful. Okay. And this is going to be one handle. Do it to both of them. Just, you're breaking the fibers of the paper, okay? Helping it to bend more. Okay, then these are going to be our handles. So, we're going to take some wet glue, put some wet glue on them. We're going to twist them, bring our bag back, and stick it down and hold it for a minute so that it can dry. Okay, then we're going to do the same on the other side. Okay. Take our bag, turn it, and take our and sticky down and hold it until it sets in place. If you would like to reinforce the bottom of this, you can do that with a piece of like cardstock or cereal board or anything like that, a cereal box, and it's 2.5 by 5 if you want to reinforce the bottom. So there's one with just one piece of 12 by 12. Now we're going to do one with two pieces of 12 by 12. Okay, this bag will be taller. So two pieces of 12 by 12. Alright, and you will need handles for it. So I'm just going to cut me some strips off of this. Okay, so you'll need two 1-inch pieces for your handles. Okay, so there's one and two. And you can match the paper if you want, whatever you want to do. I don't have any more of this paper like that, so that's why I'm doing this. Okay, so with this one, you're going to score on one side. You have two pieces of paper, two 12 by 12s. You're going to score it 2 on one side and then rotate and do 3 on all the other 3 sides. So 2 on one side and then 3 on the other 3 sides. Okay, so we have a 2 and then 3, 3, 3. Okay, we're going to do that on all of them. I gotta sneeze. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so I'm trying to get it turned the right way. So we're gonna do 2 on one side, rotate 3, rotate 3, 8.3. Okay, the 2-inch side is going to be our top. Okay, so the 2-inch side is going to be our top. So let's go ahead and do our burnish our score lines, okay? Alright, so with this one, what you need to do is with this 2-inch side, which is going to be our top, I like to stick it down. You don't have to do this if you don't mind the bulkiness of it. Okay, but I like to stick it down. Okay, so we're going to stick that down. Then we're going to take these and fold them over and manipulate that paper to do what we want it to do, okay? To keep it acting correctly, okay? All right. So on this one, we're going to cut this square and this square completely away. We're just going to cut these squares completely out. You know, it helps if you kind of try to cut a little straight. Yeah. So cut this one completely out. And then we'll work on the next page. Alright, so set this one aside and bring your other page. Now remember, our top is the 2-inch side, okay? So let's fold on all these score lines. All these score lines. My nose. Alright, 2-inch side, right? We want to stick it down. Alright, fold it over, burnish it a little, fold these over, make them cooperate with you. Okay. Fold it over, make it cooperate the way you would like it to go. Alright, now with this one, we're going to cut here and here, just slices, okay? If you cut on this side, you have reinforcements and you don't have to use a bottom. Okay, so we're just going to cut right up, just right up the score line, in the middle of the score line. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we've got to attach these two together. Okay, so what we're going to do, because this is what we're going to end up doing, okay, we're going to end up folding this down onto this, is what's going to happen. Okay, this is going to fold into this, onto this, this is going to come up, okay? So these two have to go together. So flip this one over, okay? I recommend wet glue because you will have time to play around with it, okay? Then I'm going to flip this one over and go to the score line, but not over the score line. And rotate and stick her down. Okay. Now, these flaps are next. Okay, then we're going to bring it up, both sides up. We're going to line them up the best that we can with the ends right here. Okay, and stick it down. All right, now we're going to take these and they're going to go up here. Okay, again, I recommend the wet glue. Just because it gives you a little time to play. Okay, so you're going to bring it up. You're going to take it and line it up the best you can. Take the other side, fold it in, line it up the best you can, stick it down, turn it over, go press it down, press it down. Okay, and there's this. Now, you're gonna do these the same way, okay? I'm not gonna do them, but you do them the same way as you did the other. You can put, instead of that, you can put you some little holes in it and put you some ribbon as well, okay? But it's the same way. You do not need reinforcement in this one because remember we doubled over. So you're just going to need your 1 inch by 12 inch strips folded in half and make a make your handles. Okay, I'm not gonna do that every time because y'all get the gist of that. Okay, where's my, oh, there it is. Let me close this glue up. All right, the next one we're gonna do is going to be a 10 by 10. Okay, and it's the same principle. So we're gonna do a 10 by 10, okay? And with this 10 by strip, you're gonna do, remember, you're gonna cut it so you have 2 1-inch strips, so those can be your handles. Okay, you're gonna do that twice because you need 2 pieces of paper for this. Okay, so 10 by 10. Okay. Move all that out of the way. Move this out of the way, and then we're going to score. So for your 10 by 10 one, you need to score at 1.5. So 1.5 on one side, and then 2.5 on the other 3 sides. So 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Alright, and then we're going to do 1.5 on one side, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Okay. So then we're going to bring this back, and your 1.5 will be your top. So the 1.5 will be your top part. Okay. So we're going to, on the 1.5 side, we're going to stick it down. Okay. So stick it down, fold it, fold it so you can manipulate that paper. Okay. Then we're going to take these squares all the way off. Okay. And then with your other one, I'm going to bring it over. We're going to burnish on all the score lines. Okay. And on the 1.5 side, we're going to stick it down. Oops. Burnish that tape down. Take this and fold it over. Take this side and fold it and make it do what you want. And then we're going to slice. Instead of cutting away on this one, we're just going to slice up to that other score line. Okay, and we have something that looks like this. Now we're going to bring this back and we're going to flip this one over that's got the flaps. Flip it over. Put some glue on this middle bottom flap. Okay, and then we're going to flip this over. Or you can flip this on over, whichever way you want to do it. Go to the score line, but not over the score line. Okay. And then stick it down. Okay. Then we're going to take this, fold these in, put glue on them. Okay. And we're going to take this up and fold them in and try to get them as straight on the end as possible and stick them down. Okay, then we need to put glue on these two flaps. We're going to pull this up and pull that around. Pull this one up. Pull it around to as straight as possible. Take your bone folder or whatever you're using and stick it in there. And there you go. Same deal with your strips. You can either use ribbon or use these strips to make your handles. Okay, so that was the 10 by 10. Now we're going to do an 8 by 8. So we need two pieces that are 8 by 8. I'm going to cut them both at the same time. So we're going to do 8 by 8. Okay. Now remember, you'll need two strips from here that are 1 inch. Or unless you're going to use ribbon. If you're going to use ribbon, then you can just use ribbon. Okay, so something's falling. All right, so for the 8 by 8s, we are going to score at 1 inch on one side and then 2 inches on the other 3 sides. Okay, so we're going to do, how did I do that one? Like this? Nope. Yes, like this. We're going to do 1 inch on one side, 2 inches on the other 3 sides. Okay. Then we're going to put it together just like we did the others. So we're going to take and fold. Your 1 inch side will be your top. 1 inch side will be your top. Okay, so we're going to take the 1 inch side and we're going to put tape on it. Okay, and then we're going to fold it down. Now remember to fold these up, you know, to manipulate that paper to do what you want it to do. Okay, then we're going to take it and cut those squares out. Oh, the whole square. Cut the whole square, score line and all. Make sure you cut the score line and all. Okay, move that one to the side. Bring this one over. Whoops. All right. Then on the 1 inch side, we're going to stick it down. Fold over. Fold over. Okay. And then on this one, we're just going to slice. You hear that? That's the kitty cat talking to us. Sometimes she just likes to talk. Okay, then we have our 2 pieces, okay? Flip this side, this one over that has the flaps. That's the one that you'll glue everything. All your gluing will happen on the one with the flaps, okay? And we're going to fold this one, turn this one over, put it close to the score line without going over, because you still want it to be able to fold. Turn it over, stick it down, okay, and then fold these 2 up. Okay, take this, fold it in. If it gets hung on the score line, just move it around to where you can get it where you want it, okay? Stick it in. Alright, now we're going to glue on these flaps. So all the gluing goes on that side to attach it initially to this piece, and then we glue these flaps up in as close, as straight as you can get them. I find leaving it on the table helps, and then you can manipulate it because you're using liquid glue. Okay. box out of 8x8. Take your 2 strips or your ribbon and make your handles. Okay, one more. And this is going to take 6x6 paper. So you can cut your 12x12 into 6x6. So 6 by 6. 2 pieces. You can get 4 of 6x6 ones out of one sheet of 12x12. Okay, so then on this one, you're going to score at, there it is, at 3/4, okay, and then 1.5 on 3 sides. Okay, so 3/4 and then 1.5 on 3 sides. Okay, your 3/4 will be your top. Stick that down. Take this folded over. Take this side folded over to manipulate it. Okay, then we're going to cut those squares off the bottom. We're going to take our other piece and do the same. Fold that in, fold this over, manipulate it to do what you want it to do. Okay, and with this, remember, you're just going to do 2 slits. One there. One there. Okay. Then we're going to turn this piece over. Put glue on it. Okay, then we're going to take our other piece and we're going to put it to the score line. Don't go over that score line. Squish it down. Squish it down. Fold these 2 pieces up. Okay, and then we're going to take that, bring it up like this and down. Move it over where it needs to go, because you remember you're using wet glue, so you can manipulate it. You're going to take your glue, do these 2 flaps. Okay, and we're going to fold it up. Get it as straight as possible. Take this and fold it up. Do it as straight as possible. Manipulate it if you need to. Okay. Take whatever you're using and wash it down. Okay, so there you go. And that's your 6x6, and then you can just put your 1-inch strips or your ribbon on it. Okay, so we have one out of a 6x6, one out of an 8x8, one out of a 10x10, one out of a 12x12. These all took 2 pieces of paper. Okay, and then this one we did first takes 1 piece of 12x12. Okay, so there they are. I'm going to I will put ribbon or whatever on them later. So that is CRAFTmas Day 13. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know this one was a little longer, but I wanted to get them all on one video so that, you know, they were all together. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.